Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Double-A Baseball on the show, coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions taking on the Midland Rockhounds. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Ryan Howard.
Well, he's a guy that needs to establish himself, just settle in that first time through the secondary pitch and not show too much. That will allow you to get through the order a couple of times before having to turn it over to the bullpen in those middle innings. They're looking for this guy to get through the lineup a couple of times at least, limit some damage, and just keep him in this ball game.
Now here is Tim Lopes. And here it comes. That one's in there, and we're underway. Next offering is downstairs. That clips the corner. And the right-hander deals. Caught him looking for the K. Wander Javier, the next to hit. Fly ball down the line. Calabui settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's two down. Take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screw. Is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And there's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Juan Fernandez. Next pitch is popped up. Base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 8.
Here's the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. Check swing, went around, 0-1. Runners on first and third, two away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. Up the middle. They get the force. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Missions have the lead 2-0. Welcome back. And towing the slab, Lake Backer.
Well, he doesn't have overpowering stuff, so it's important that he finds his rhythm early. I think the easiest thing for him is to trust that catcher. Catcher's been in the league a long time. He knows these hitters. Whatever fingers he puts down, you nod the head and you throw that pitch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Logan Davidson. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. And it drops in. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Batting second, the right fielder,
Mickey McDonald digs in now. That's in there. That's strike one. And the righty deals. Runner on the goal. Throw to second. See. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Here's the 0-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Long run, tracks it down. One away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Jeremy Ironman now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Davidson, the runner at second with one away. Swings here and blasts one left field on the warning track and hauls it in.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now, Tyler Soderstrom. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. That one is gone. They're going crazy in the dugout, and they add a pair. It's 2-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
At the plate, Austin Beck. Chopped to the left side. And that'll do it. Grabs it barehanded. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. 2-2 game. New inning getting started. Leading off, Albert Fabian.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Foul ball. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
0-2 now. Smoked on the ground a second. One up, one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Michael Cantu.
Here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Tim Lopes.
Here's the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Led off the game with a strikeout. Line drive, base hit.
Waste no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now the shortstop, Wander Javier. The other way, Bowman. Tosses to first. That's the third out. One hit, one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We are tied 2-2. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Chase Calabwe. The right-hander back to work. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he went around, says Ricky Holiday. And the 0-1. In the air, out towards right center. Lopes under it. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Batting seventh, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Deramis Garcia. And that's in there for strike one. There's a swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Righty delivers. Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And here is Trenton Brooks. First offering, and it just misses. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. That's the third out, inning over. So they make short work of him there. We head on now to the top of the third. We are tied 2-2. On to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Howard back to work. Mears goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a second-round pick. back in 2019. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. McDonald glides to his left, pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fernandez handling the duties at first, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in Venezuela. Liner, base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. First pitch, and he just misses. That one hit to right. McDonald makes the grab on the run.
Now batting, designated hitter, Grant Little.
Next is the designated hitter, Grant Little. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Little, 25 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield, gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Oh, and 1 now. Swing and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Jackson Merrill.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one off the outside edge. Righty to the plate. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And there's a hit. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Michael Cantu. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Merrill headed for the plate. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
And now the center fielder, Tim Lopes. 1 for 2. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. Play it home. He's safe. And they lead by 4. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So it's a 4-run inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number. The Missions with the lead 6-2. Backer, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2016. Cooper Bowman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next pitch is popped up. Dunn makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Logan.
Now it's the shortstop, Logan Davidson. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey McDonald. He popped out his first time. And that one just misses. Strikes. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there. And so now 1-2. He goes down looking. And welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Wander Javier. The pitch. That one out to right. McDonald gliding as he moves to his left. Racing, makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Joshua Mears.
And now the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
And here's the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. Next pitch is popped up. Bowman snags it for the 2nd out, and he's safe at first.
Now batting, third baseman, Lucas Dunn.
Here's the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swings and misses.
0-1.
It's 0-1.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And a pitch. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The batter.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brian Howard done for the night. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back. Brady Feigl on the pitch here.
For the Rockhounds, number 43, Brady Feigl.
So now here's the DH. Grant Little. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the corner.
1-1.
Mears on second. Dunn at first. 2 out of the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And a foul ball. The pitch goes down looking. No runs despite the 3 hits, no errors, and they leave them loaded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Missions on top 6-2. Welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the third baseman, Jeremy Ironman. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fought off foul. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. Throws to second. And he's there with a double.
When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often. But right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Soderstrom takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. He's already homered in this game. No outs. Runner on second. And it's even up.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Nope.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard, base hit. Ironman around third. Plays the plate, not in time. He's safe. It's 6-3.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Austin Beck.
Ball, that's inside.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike. And he deals.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Foul ball there. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
foul ball. The pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. That gets down for a hit. Lopes to third. He's in there.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And now here is Dermis Garcia. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Nope.
Next one just misses. Ball 1.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And now, Trenton Brooks. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Out to short. Sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in, Albert Fabian. The line to kick the pitch.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Next pitch inside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Michael Cantu will hit next. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
McDonald under it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tim.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Line drive to first, out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Missions have the advantage, 6-3. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman.
Cooper Bowman.
The wind of the pitch. There's the strike. And a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is down low.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Logan Davidson. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And it's fouled away. And a pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And stepping in is the speedy Mickey McDonald. Backer settles under this one. Brings it in. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. The Missions out front 6-3. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Wander Javier. Javier, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Now there's one away.
Joshua Mears.
Now it's the right fielder, Joshua Mears. In there, and it's 0-1. Feigl, a 6'4" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. That's out to center field. Back makes the grab on the run.
The batter, the first baseman, Juan Fernandez.
Now it's going to be Juan Fernandez. That misses.
Yep,
Ball 1. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Lucas Dunn, the next to hit.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and deals. There's the strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a pitch. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out. That ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Missions have the lead, 6-3. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Jeremy Ironman. And that's in for a strike. And there's a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Next to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. Dunn makes the grab for the second out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Austin Beck now at the plate. That's towards center. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Grant Little.
Designated hitter, Grant Little.
Feigl back to work. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Out towards left center. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
And now Albert Fabian. Merrill stands at first with 1 out. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Right through there, got him. 2 gone now.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. 1 for 3. That one the other way. gets it to first. That's out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Missions lead it 6-3. Set for the last half of the 7th, and the batter now, Chase Calabwe. The Rockhounds in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And here it comes. And that's outside.
That's the ball.
Kicks and fires. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. Left-hand hitter waits. To the right side. Tosses to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter, the first baseman, Garcia.
So up next, Dermis Garcia. Going 1. The wind of the pitch. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now here is Trenton Brooks. And fouled off. At the belt and fires. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Inning over. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 8th inning coming up. The Missions out front here at 6-3. Welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Tim Lopes.
Tim Lopes.
Here comes the pitch. Good eye right there. And there's a strike. The 1-1. That's a laser base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
So man aboard, Wander Javier getting ready to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And that one sliced foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Garrett Acton on a pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Fernandez. And he chases a high fastball there. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Missions have the advantage, 6-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The pitch. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now here is Logan Davidson.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
The 0-1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And that will drop foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout. So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Bounce to the left side, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, The third baseman,
Jeremy Ironman digs in now.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. McDonald, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him. And that ends the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Slice the other way, that's a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Grant Little. And that's in there for strike 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Fouled off, he was late. Out towards right center field. McDonald has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. In there, and it's 0-1. Acton, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a 2-seamer. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Righty to the plate. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
He's safe.
Now batting, the left fielder, Albert Fabian.
Man at first. Now, Albert Fabian. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The batter, the catcher, Michael.
Here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. First pitch just misses. Right-handed reliever. And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. The 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time. And that is the third out of the inning. So they strand a pair. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the ninth on deck. The Missions on top 6-3. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So you showed up late to this one. You missed out on a big moment early on.
The pitch. That one's in there, and that is strike one. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Center fielder, Austin.
And now the center fielder, Austin Beck. That one misses. Ball one. That clips the corner. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's two away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And first offering is fouled off.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score first for the victorious Missions. 6 runs on a whole bunch of hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Rockhounds, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.